How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you some of my preferred storage solutions for inside my workshop. These storage solutions include things for small parts, hardware, and miscellaneous things inside of each drawer. So let's get into it. First, we're going to take a look at these Akro-Mils storage drawer systems. I have two different configurations of these currently. I believe they make 3, maybe 4. But right here is the 64 small bin configuration. And I also have a 24 large bin configuration with these large bins. The small bins are about half the size of the large bins. The overall size of these storage units are the same between the 64 and the 24 bin. I believe the half and half one is a little bit shorter. But these ones are a total of 16 inches high by 20 inches wide and just under 7 inches deep. You could certainly stack these up on top of each other to make multi-tiered units. They do have feet and slots on the top that interlock, but they don't really have anything that keeps them locked together side to side. The exterior shell of these units is pretty rigid. You could certainly put a lot of weight inside of them without them bowing or flexing or anything like that. Like I said, they're designed to be stacked, so they have to be pretty rigid in that aspect. On the back, they have mounting slots where you can actually mount them to the wall. This will add some safety if you do stack them, or you could just, mount one to the wall if you want. In the back, you'll also find your dividers. The exterior shell is the same for each unit, so they come with all the dividers, but you won't use the large dividers for the small bins, and you won't use the small dividers for the large bins. So these smaller bins are 5.5 inches long, 2 inches wide, and about 1.75 inches deep. The larger bins, like I said, are about double the size of the small bins plus a little depth. Those ones are 5.5 inches long, about 4.25 inches wide, and about 2 inches deep. The smaller bins don't seem to hold their shape as well as the larger bins. I think the larger bins just are a little bit thicker. They have more structure to them. The smaller bins I like to put in clean new hardware, and then the larger bins, as you can see, my large bin is dirty. I like to put in, car parts that I don't want to throw away, plugs, caps, hose clamps, bigger, more awkward things that won't fit in the smaller bins necessarily, or won't fit nice anyways. Like I was saying earlier with the dividers, the small bins are divided horizontally and the large bins are divided vertically, so those gives you a little more options when it comes to putting things in those bins. Something I've always had issues with on these storage units is floppy, loose drawers that just kind of fall out when you try to pull them out. These Akro-Mils drawers are really good, especially when you get some weight inside of them, and they just lock up very nicely in the closed position, and in the open position they have a tab that kind of retains them. And I found out with these units that the more weight you put in them, the smoother the drawers feel. The next thing I want to share with you guys is organizers that I use inside drawers for tools and stuff like that and small parts. These bins you can find everywhere. So you can get them on Amazon, you can get them in Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot. They just snap together in different configurations. They're mostly all the same. I've bought some in-store and Amazon, and they work together. The plastic color is just a little bit different between the two sets that I have. The larger bin is about 9.5 inches wide, 6 inches long, and 2 inches deep. The middle or smaller sized one that's still full width is 9.5 inches wide, 3 inches long, and about 2 inches deep. And then you have a little square singular bin that's just 3 inches by 3 inches by about 2 inches deep. I really like these bins for inside toolbox drawers when I'm just going to be grabbing something really quick, running away with it, and then dropping it right back off. Here you can see my drill bit drawer inside my toolbox. This is kind of what I was getting at about grabbing something, using it real quick, and putting it right back. And also, I like to use this for my taps, dies, and thread chasers as well. Same idea. You're just going to grab it, use it real quick, put it right back. That's what these bins are great for. And they always stay inside the drawer. Once they're locked together with some weight in them, they don't really move, so you don't really have to worry about them. The next thing I want to show you are some compartment organizers that I picked up at Lowe's a long time ago. I bought a bunch of these when they were available. I don't think they're available at Lowe's anymore, but the brand is called Commander, and they make a few different sizes of these. This is the smaller one right here, and this has, a couple small compartments, and then you can, of course, divide the one longer compartment. And then there's a larger one as well that I have that has a whole assortment of compartments. There's some medium-sized ones, some small ones, some long ones, and a big square one, and they can all be divided in different ways. The smaller compartment organizer I have is about 8 inches wide, 6 inches long, and about 2 inches deep. The larger of the compartment organizers is also 2 inches deep, but it's 9.5 inches wide and 8 inches long. I really like using these compartment organizers for tools and stuff that I'm going to get out often and take somewhere. So, for example, here's my screw bits. I take this, with a power tool or just with my screwdrivers inside to work on stuff or to a friend's house or anything like that. You can see I 3D printed an insert that kind of holds my shorter bits upright, and then all my other power bits are just kind of individually organized in each of the small pockets. I know these videos can be quite boring sometimes unless you love organization like I do, but I appreciate you watching, and hopefully this gave you some sort of good ideas about how you can change your workflow and your organization. And please subscribe and leave some comments down below and let me know what else you want to see.